Hey people, what's going on? Hope you're well and in good health. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today I want to touch upon a Cointelegraph article. Now, I came across this and I thought it might be of interest because it talks about the blockchain system and how it can help deal with combating climate change. Now, I don't know where you are, but certainly here in the UK, since I was a young lad, the weather has changed quite drastically and we kind of get a mix of seasons, and obviously around the world you see a lot more natural disasters happening, like floods, for example, and you can see desertification taking place in other parts of the world as well. So let's see what this article will delve into. So it talks about blockchain's transparency and traceability and having the ability to aid sustainability and reduce carbon emissions, which will obviously be beneficial for climate change. So like I said, with rising temperatures, melting ice caps and more frequent intense extreme weather events like floods, for example, tsunamis, hurricanes, tornadoes, the effects of climate change are becoming more and more obvious and straightforward for everybody to see. There is an urgent need to prevent climate change, and numerous technologies and methods are being investigated to do so. And obviously one of these might be blockchain technology, which is one of these possibilities. And it has the potential to be very effective in the fight against climate change. Now, at its core, as you might be aware, blockchain is a decentralized ledger that can securely and transparently record transactions and store data. Now, this tech in particular has already been used in a variety of applications, from crypto to supply chain management. And if you go on to see that, however, its potential applications in combating climate change are still being explored. So it's pretty much early days right now, but there is potential. So you can have a look at a few ways here. So creation and management of carbon credits. Now, the creation and administration of carbon credits is one way that blockchain tech can help fight climate change. A tradable permit called a carbon credit permits the holder to emit a certain amount of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide. To reduce these emissions, businesses and organizations can buy carbon credits which can be traded on the marketplace. The management of carbon credits may become more transparent and effective with the use of blockchain. All carbon credit transactions can be tracked in real time and documented using a decentralized ledger. So by doing so, fraud can be avoided and the intended use of carbon credits can be guaranteed. Now, the article goes on to talk about the management of carbon credits may become more transparent and effective with the use of blockchain. All carbon credit transactions can be tracked in real time and documented using a decentralized ledger. So obviously this can reduce fraud and other elements. Now, looking at promotion of renewable energy sources as one potential. So by establishing a decentralized energy infrastructure, blockchain tech can also encourage the adoption of renewable energy sources. Without the aid of centralized organization, utility company, people and companies can buy and sell renewable energy directly from one to another using a decentralized energy grid. This can support the adoption of renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power and lessen dependency on fossil fuels. So I think so here in the Western world, and particularly UK, there was a reduction in kind of like solar power because government subsidies had reduced. However, with the recent kind of things happening around the world, with crises around wars and stuff, a lot more people have started to look back into solar power, for example, as energy costs such as electric and gas prices have risen dramatically. Okay, supply chain management. Supply chain management is another area where blockchain technology is being used to tackle climate change. Businesses can find opportunities to lower their carbon footprint and make more sustainable decisions by utilizing blockchain to track their carbon footprint. So you'll see now in the business space, the green energy sector, net zero kind of targets, that's big at the moment. So a lot of businesses are looking into renewable technologies and kind of different assets around that. So that might be something that could potentially be delved into. So by promoting sustainable production and consumption practices, greenhouse gas emissions can be significantly reduced. monitoring and reporting carbon emissions. So reporting and carbon emissions from numerous sources such as businesses, vehicles, structures can also be done using blockchain technology. So it's a way to track what's happening in terms of emissions, and obviously governments and other organizations can specifically measure what's going on and gather the data. So obviously big tech, big data is something happening right now in the contemporary space. Okay, so there are some challenges around this. So using blockchain tech to address climate change is not without its difficulties and restrictions. Requirement for standardization and compatibility is one obstacle. Blockchain needs a uniform set of rules and protocols that all stakeholders can basically agree to and follow to manage carbon credits and track emissions efficiently. Scalability of blockchain tech presents another difficulty because many blockchain networks currently only have a modest amount of capacity and can only process a smaller number of transactions. And the blockchain is widely utilized to manage carbon credits or track emissions. This might become a bottleneck. Last but not least, there are issues with energy uses of blockchain tech, and some of these are around environmental advantages of adopting blockchain to fight climate change. That might be outweighed by the energy consumption necessary for blockchain transactions. Okay, so you can see here a little bit, basically delving into climate change and how blockchain might be able to help deal with that issue, which is currently affecting many countries and many populaces around the world. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like, share, subscribe, join the channel if you want to get access to early videos and also other various advantages, and also support us on Patreon, link in description. Okay, gladiators, let's make some guala.